Today on Open Minds UFO Report, 911 operator tapes from a 1994 Michigan UFO flap, New Jersey witnesses saw a UFO connected by a black bar, and a government insider looking for UFO says he didn't find them at Area 51. Your Open Minds UFO Report starts now. Hello and welcome to the Open Minds UFO Report. My name is Alejandro Rojas. The Mutual UFO Network, also known as MUFON, has recently released a set of 911 recordings related to a famous wave of UFO sightings in Michigan in 1994. The Michigan UFO Flap occurred in southeastern Ottawa County near Holland and involved as many as 300 witnesses. MUFON Michigan Chief Investigator Daniel Snow recently reviewed the sightings. Snow says witnesses reported what looked like a string of Christmas lights.
Have you heard anything about these lights that are flickering up here in the, what is it, the east-southeast area? It's like a group. It looks like a string of Christmas lights that's way up in the sky. And we wondered if you had heard anything about it.
Not a thing.
Wow, you might ought to have somebody take a look. It's different. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know. It's strange. But it's right out east-southeast. It's way up. And it's just like a circle of a lot of different lights flickering. And it's different than any airplane.
Okay, your address, please?
Looking out the front of our house, it's, Daryl, what direction did you say that was? East-southeast. And that's when you're coming down 16th Street, right to Country Club Road. If you look to your immediate, just to your lower right, they're right there in the sky. It's just something we've never seen before.
Okay, we'll have somebody check it out.
Ottawa County Dispatch received so many reports that they contacted the National Weather Service in Muskegon. The conversation between the Weather Service and Dispatch is included in the 911 tapes.
Weather Service, Muskegon.
Hi, Muskegon. This is Ottawa County 911 calling.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. You guys have access to a radar there, don't you?
Yes, we do.
You do. You getting anything weird down in the southern Ottawa County area?
Anything weird? Hold on for a second.
Okay. Yeah, 84th and Garfield. Out of Chicago. That's a track radar.
Nothing more than the usual ground glare we get right there.
Okay.
Let me get on closer range.
Okay, the reason I ask is we're getting a whole bunch of calls of some strange lights in the southern Ottawa, northern Allegan County, right near Holland City area.
Strange light?
Yeah, such as we've had about 60 UFO calls.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I'm sitting here going, no, come on, there's got to be something more to this.
At first, the Weather Service said they were not picking up anything unusual, but then something appeared on the screen they described as weird.
Well, I'm looking at it in the vertical now, and I'm not really, let's see, wait a minute, there's something right there. Okay, let's see what that is. Looks like, there's a large return down there. Let's see, that looks like, it's up about maybe, well, it disappeared, but it was up about 6,000 feet in about, could have been a plane, I don't know, but it was pretty big. Wait a minute. Sure that was.
Yeah, they're getting a bunch of weird ones down there, and like I say, now it's starting to, appears to be moving a little bit south.
Yeah, okay, well, it moved. Let's see. Yeah, there's something big down there. Wait a minute, that's really strange. I get it down at, I'm getting it down around South Bend. No, wait a minute, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong graph. Let's see. If I can find the right overlay, I can tell you exactly where I'm seeing it. Can't find it. Oh, shoot. It's moving. I can see it moving, and it's just moved about, well, let me get the range stroke. Let's see. It looks like it's around 82 kilometers from me. down about, yeah, right down at the, right down near South Haven.
Okay, yeah, this would be north of this.
And
right at the Allegan, Ottawa County line.
Okay, now I lost it. But yeah, oh, there it goes. Okay, it's moving. It's moving towards the west-southwest. And it looks like a big blob.
Yeah, that's the way it was explained to us.
And it's not... I think it's almost off the scope. Let me go to another.
This is weird. One of the people that called that I had happened to talk to said it looked like a bunch of cylindrical objects.
Well, oh my God, what is this?
That were going together and coming apart.
Yeah, there's three, and they're lengthwise. Now I'm getting three of them, and I'm getting a third one now, and they're separated by about, looks like about 5,000 feet in height, and about maybe,
an officer just sent me a message here. He says
about maybe, they're separated by about 50 kilometers. And they're very strong returns. I'm getting a real they're spiking, so there's something pretty solid. It's not precipitation or anything, especially up at that height.
Yeah, an officer in the Holland City just sent me a message. He says, can we identify anything further? He says it looks like 3 to 4 of them.
I'm seeing three. Yeah. I'm seeing three, and they're separated by. They look like a triangle on my scope. I'm looking one around down by. Let's see. I'm seeing one down near South Haven. I'm seeing another one over Lake Michigan, about northwest of Benton Harbor, and another one over, west of, or east of Benton Harbor, which would be near, looks like Decatur.
In his report, Snow summarized what the Weather Service described. The key points from the conversation are predominantly 3 large objects moving in unison from Holland, Michigan, southwesterly towards Chicago. Object signatures much larger than typical aircraft, not typical precipitation signature, and at higher altitudes, 5,000 to 12,000 feet, in a triangular formation of 50 kilometers on a side, disappearing from some sweeps and reappearing on subsequent sweeps, gradually moving to southwest to Chicago. Snow went on to rule out ball lightning, Chinese lanterns, and aircraft lighting, and filed the larger case as an unknown. A witness in Monroe Township, New Jersey, reported watching and videotaping 2 bright lights in the sky that appeared to be connected by a black bar, according to a recent MUFON report. The reporting witness says she was getting out of her car when her daughter pointed out a weird object in the sky at 9:33 p.m. on June 29, 2015. So I looked up at the sky and saw a large bright white light attached to a smaller bright light that appeared to be a black bar attaching them, the witness stated. It appeared to be low and hovering. The 2 witnesses did not stay until the object moved away. Me and my daughter eventually left after taking pictures and video and did not observe it leaving. We were feeling anxious and surprised to see something like that. New Jersey field investigator Glenn Green investigated for MUFON and closed the case as an unknown. The pictures were actually above average, Green wrote in his report. The fact that they calmly walked back into their house when the object was in full hover outside was telling. I am ruling out a glider being towed because it was at night. The angle of the object, which was very low and not moving, tends to rule out a satellite. This one is an unknown. A man who spent 20 years working in national security for the federal government has recently joined a group of scientists searching for evidence of UFOs. In a recent interview, he says he has been interested in the topic since childhood, and in all his time in the government, he has found no evidence of a cover-up. That includes Area 51, which he has visited in an official capacity. The government insider's name is Chris Mellon. An interview with Mellon by author and journalist Leslie Kane was posted on the Huffington Post last week. According to the blog post, Mellon worked for the Department of Defense, also known as the DoD, and other intelligence organizations, where he received a number of awards, including the National Reconnaissance Office Gold Medal and the Defense Intelligence Agency Director's Medal. Mellon told Kane he has also had a lifetime interest in UFOs. His curiosity began when he saw a convincing UFO film captured by a friend of his school's principal. It showed a huge golden dish-shaped object serenely moving through the sunny blue skies, passing through cumulus clouds in a manner that would be very hard to fake, Mellon recalled. I have no idea what became of the movie, but it filled me with wonder and awe. Mellon says that after seeing the movie, he began reading everything he could get his hands on about UFOs. He even did a research project on UFOs in college. Throughout his professional career, Mellon says he kept his UFO interest to himself. One topic Kane was interested in discussing with Mellon was the presidential election. In particular, Clinton's comments regarding her willingness to look for UFO files if she becomes president. Mellon said he did not think Clinton, as Secretary of State, would be given access to any classified programs involving UFOs if they even existed. I recall instances when White House officials sought briefings on highly compartmented DoD programs and were flatly refused. Access to such programs is on a need-to-know basis, explained Mellon. In general, nobody outside of DoD, including the Secretary of State, is deemed to have a need to know. Officials like John Podesta and Secretary Clinton can easily serve for years in senior positions and be avid consumers of classified intelligence analysis, but never obtain access to DoD's compartmented programs, which mostly relate to new weapons systems. In an email to OpenMinds.tv, Mellon added, "One point of clarification, I was not suggesting by any means that a President Clinton could not get briefed on any or all DoD special access programs. The President is Commander-in-Chief and DoD will move mountains for the President." Even if Clinton were able to gain access to information on classified programs, in all of his years working with the secret programs, Mellon found nothing to convince him there was a hidden UFO project, not even during his visits to Area 51. I highly doubt DoD or any other government agency is concealing UFO information, Mellon told Kane. I participated in a comprehensive review of DoD's black programs and spent over a decade conducting oversight of the National Foreign Intelligence Program, an almost totally separate world of secrets. I visited Area 51 and other military intelligence and research facilities. During all those years, I never detected the faintest hint of government interest or involvement in UFOs. Although Mellon was unaware of any official government UFO program, he says there are several credible incidents that he believes makes the UFO phenomenon worthy of scientific study. These include a UFO incident witnessed by police officers in 1989 and a wave of triangle-shaped UFOs seen over Belgium that was investigated by their military. He also recalled an interesting UFO report he received during his career. Mellon recounted, "Knowing of my interest in UFOs, a breathless naval aviator called me one day to report that he was present minutes earlier when a Navy jet landed after being circled by a UFO in broad daylight. The Navy did not pursue the issue as far as I could tell." The obvious question is, why would the Navy not pursue such a remarkable event? In my experience, on those rare occasions when UFO incidents involving the government occur, they are highly inconvenient, awkward, and embarrassing for the afflicted government officials who want nothing more than to put the issue behind them as quickly as possible, Mellon explained. The military seems generally unwilling to investigate, even when UFO reports come from our own military pilots or officials in high office such as Fife Symington, the former governor of Arizona. Senior officials are so fearful of being ridiculed that they conceal any expression of interest or curiosity. Mellon believes that in an environment where the military is not willing to touch the topic of UFOs, it is up to the public to find answers. In my view, calling for the end to an alleged government UFO cover-up is almost certainly a dead end and does not help inspire anyone in the government to become more open to the topic, says Mellon. Instead, Mellon has joined the board of a group calling itself UFO Data. They are a group of scientists and researchers who are planning to put together UFO listening posts that can be deployed across the planet. These stations will be able to collect telemetry on unidentified objects to help determine what they are. According to Mellon, UFO Data's findings, one way or another, can help us to resolve this perennial mystery and perhaps even help us to better understand the universe and mankind's place within it. That's your Open Minds UFO report for today. You can find these stories and more at openminds.tv. We post fresh UFO news daily. You can also follow us on Twitter at OpenMindsTV, and you can find us on Facebook. The 25th International UFO Congress was a great success, and DVDs of the lecture can be purchased at our online store. They can also be viewed on our video portal, an online streaming service. For one low price, you can view an archive of lectures from past UFO Congress events, and more videos are being added regularly. Our store and our video portal can be found at openminds.tv. Let us know if you liked today's episode by liking the episode on YouTube and leaving us your comments in the section below. You can also download our podcast, Open Minds UFO Radio, on iTunes or at openminds.tv/radio. Thanks again for joining us today for OpenMinds.tv. I'm Alejandro Rojas.